Stick around, gals. We got a juicy one coming up. I'm going to show you how to change the past. Welcome to Sobriety Snippets for Ambitious Women Over 40, helping you put down the wine and pick up conscious, happy living. I'm Becca Jacobson, and you have entered Snippet Land. If you're new, welcome to Snippet Land. I love that. I absolutely love it. It's not just a podcast, it's an ecosystem where lives are changed every single day. Gals, I'm so excited. More and more of you are connecting with me, and I'm like, over the moon happy. My husband's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm like, oh my God, women are so happy. They're changing their lives. They're showing up. He's like, oh my God, you're impossible. It's just, what can I say? Like a dream come true. Seriously, in March of 2023, I had a business coach at the time. I had no intention of telling this story. This is what snippets are like. We just go where we end up going, so bear with me. My business coach at the time said to me, you should do a podcast. And I was flabbergasted, blown away. I'm like, what? It was like so far off my radar. I thought, me? What? It would be like saying, you should grow wings and fly to the moon. That's how bizarre it was. But she planted that seed. And it didn't take me long because one thing I am, gals, it's decisive. So I went to bed that night, couldn't stop thinking about it, woke up in the morning and I thought, wonder what if, right? So I started exploring, asked her a couple of questions because she has a podcast and realized, you know what, I could probably figure this out. I could probably do it. And then I'm like, well, what would I talk about? And anyway, I had no idea what I would talk about. I just turned on the microphone and started sharing my journey. And if you go back to the beginning, we've got over 500 snippets under our belt now. And if you go back to the beginning, you can hear how I've changed in these coming up on 3 years in March of 2026. And I've changed, but the show hasn't. I still just turn on this microphone and share with you my journey and the journey of the women that I meet. And we're all in this together, right? So it's just like, okay, what else? And the thing that blows my mind is how similar we all are. We're all totally unique, individual humans, but our journey with alcohol is so predictable that it's actually kind of pathetic if you think about it, because one of the biggest things we struggle with is our shame and our isolation, and we hide. Right? We're embarrassed. We hide. We like, if anybody knew what I'm doing here, and yet there's hundreds and hundreds, thousands of us. It's like, here I am hiding for 30 years only to find out, oh my God, I am so not alone. So anyway, welcome to Snippet Land. Gals, today I am going to teach you how to change the past. But first, I have to convince you that the past can be changed. I believe that it can, not just in our minds, where we're like, oh, I'll reframe it, I'll think of it different, then I'll feel better. And that's a valid approach. That's a valid coaching process that your coach should take you through if you've got a good one, where we reframe the past. We don't change it, we reframe it. We approach it from a different perspective, which is very healthy, very good, very powerful. But what if I told you could actually change the past? Literally change it. Like what you think happened never happened. Well, are you ready? There is an actual school of thought that says this is not only possible, but actually quite simple to do. We simply change our mind. Now, listen, here's the thing. The past only exists in your mind, right? So the past is what you think it is. And so if you change your mind about the past, you've changed the past. Now, I know I can hear you going, come on, Becca. The fact of the matter is that X, Y, and Z happened in 1996. It happened. I know because I was there. I still have the scars to prove it, right? Or whatever. I'm just making that up. Okay, fair enough. But how you think about that event is what keeps it alive. The event ended in 1996. It's over. What you carry with you is what still exists. So when we say to ourselves, wait a minute, let me revisit that event. let me change that event, we get to live freer in the now. Does that actually go back and change the event? The event is gone. It doesn't exist except in your mind. Now, the reason I'm saying this is there is actual evidence in physics that the past is not fixed. Now, this whole thing comes up. I'm going to try and explain it because the truth is I'm not exactly a physics person now. So bear with me, gals. I mean, my expertise was literature, not physics. But this whole thing came up in a book I'm reading written by Neville Goddard. Now, you hear me mention him now and then. The guy was considered by many to be a lunatic because he said things like, you can change the past. And he said other things like, God is your imagination. He said some pretty crazy things. Personally, I think he was the sanest man that ever lived. I love the guy. I've studied him endlessly. I never really recommend him. Go ahead. If you're curious, go for it. Look him up. But it's not a book that we would study here on the snippets because of his ideas are so radical that, people just go, well, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. But seriously, in this one part of this book I'm studying now, he was making the argument that I'm telling you people, he says, you can change the past for real. And he went through his life with people going, you're crazy. You can't change the past. Come on, Neville, get over it. You can't do it. And he had in his life scientists, doctors, real scientific people. He was not an educated man. He was actually a dancer in vaudeville, if you can believe that, back in the 1920s. But anyway, one scientist said to him, Neville, science has proven that you can't change the past. He was a physicist. And Neville's like, I don't care what you say. I know I can change the past by how I think about it. And this physicist goes away. Well, he comes back, I think it was a couple of years later, and this is by 1949. And there was a physicist. Oh, Becca, you really should have looked up the guy's name before turning on the microphone. But I didn't, so just bear with me. A physicist who won the Nobel Prize in 1949 by proving that the past can be changed. Yeah, right? So Neville, in his book, and it's also a recording on YouTube where he talks about it, and he says, see, when he says it, they give him a Nobel Prize. When I say it, they want to lock me up in the loony bin. Don't you just love that? I'm like, this is so awesome. So am I going to explain to you how the physics... No, I'm not. I'm not because I don't understand it. But apparently in 1949, there was proof so powerful that this guy wins a Nobel Prize. Now, if you really are curious, I can look it up for you. I can find the guy's name. We can even find the study he did that won him the Nobel Prize. But I'm more interested in the fact that the past can be changed. And do I care about physics? Not really. I'm the type of person who I don't need scientific proof for things because I believe that most things are not scientifically provable. For example, the fact that we can connect to God, somebody prove that. I'd like to see it proved. Well, it can't be proven, but I know it's true because I can sit quietly and feel in my heart a connection to something greater than myself, and nothing can convince me that that's not real. And I know many of you go to church, many of you have relationships with God or whoever your infinite spirit, your greater self, whatever it is. And that's not scientifically proven. It's something you feel in your heart. You feel a connection. You know that you are made in the image of God. You can feel it. If you can't feel it, gals, it's something that I really encourage you to explore. Sit quietly. Undertake a meditation practice till you walk out of that room and go, man, I'm convinced. Now, I don't mean one session. I mean a practice, right? So I'm getting a little off topic here, but because now we're into that. But here's the point, right? Not everything is scientifically provable. I believe in mysticism. I believe in things that we can't see. But I'll tell you, your heart can feel that connection. It really can. If you slow down long enough, put the alcohol down long enough, you can feel your connection to God in whatever way you wanted to define God. And they don't need to prove that to me in any scientific way. And so when Neville, who connected to God through his heart, says, I'm here to tell you, you can change the past, my ears perk up. And I think, really? Tell me how. I want to know. I'm interested. I'm curious. Let's find out. And I've been studying it, practicing it. I'm telling you, I've changed my past. Now, here's the thing. Can I go back to 1986 when X happened to me and prove that it's different? No, but because it's changed in my heart, I'm free from that event. So at the end of the day, does it really matter if we're literally changing the past? No, what matters is that it changes how we feel about it and we free ourselves from this crap that happened to us. Now, I've probably lost half my audience on this snippet. It's okay. It's fine with me. But gals, for those of you who are still listening, wouldn't you think that it would be an exciting practice to learn how to approach your past differently to such a degree that you honestly and truly in the core of your being believe that you've changed the past? Because you've freed yourself from the emotions around it. You automatically end up in forgiveness when you do that. It is such a powerful, powerful practice. And I want to share with you that right now in my coaching program, I'm coaching the women live over 8 weeks. You see, normally my coaching, the course that goes with my coaching is recorded. It's a recorded course. I'm still there live, but the course itself is separate and recorded. Well, right now I'm walking the women live through my 8-week coaching program. And part of that journey, we're not there yet because we just started. Part of that journey is going to be about changing the past for these women. And women come in to my program, into my world, into Snippet Land with crap from the past. We just have it, whether someone else has done something to us or we've done things we're ashamed of. We show up and we got this crap. It's like we're carrying around a ball and chain. Well, does it matter how you free yourself from it as long as you do? And I'm not saying we start lying to ourselves. Oh, well, I'll just pretend I feel better. I'm talking about real and true emotional freedom from the crap that's haunting you from your past. I would say that regardless of what the scientists say, that is a worthwhile thing. And I've experienced it. And, if you think I don't have stuff in my past that's traumatic, read my book. I was a prostitute for 13 years. I was exposed to violence against me and against others, and a lot of other stuff. I don't talk about it a lot, not because I'm ashamed of it or anything. I just don't feel like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's going to help you to hear my horror stories. But trust me when I say I have them. I have trauma in my past, and it's healed. It's healed. Really and truly, gals, it's healed. And I want that for you. I'm going to get that for you if it kills me. So stick around. Even if you don't believe you can change the past, we're going to do something for you, babe. We're going to make it happen. So thanks for grabbing your snippet today. And listen, here's an important thing. Don't go away yet. Hang with me. Today is actually day 1 of a 3-day live event I'm doing. Today, Friday, October 3rd. That's today, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And so I'm publishing this snippet at really early in the morning. If you're hearing my voice and you didn't know about it, go to the show notes, tap the link, and tell me you're coming. I'm going to ask you for your email, send you back information, and we're going live tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go live together through video conferencing. I'm going to help you, the women that show up, I'm going to help you over the next 3 days to lay the foundation for your sobriety. I'm going to show you how to manage those triggers. I'm going to give you journaling homework. We're going to meet. Today's the day, right? I've been talking about it all week. Well, it starts today. So if you haven't heard or you haven't signed up yet, now's the time, gals, because we're counting down to the moment when we go live. That's at 6 p.m. Eastern today, which is 3 Pacific, 4 Mountain, and 5 Central. Who's with me? Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back next time so I can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.